Hello again, everyone. To the teachers and administrators I've encountered over the years, and to my classmates, thank you all for giving me such a fulfilling and incredible 13 years in the Marshfield schools. Most importantly, however, I would like to thank my family for everything. Each of you has truly played a unique but integral role in the molding of the person I am today, and your constant love and support have what allowed me to succeed to the best of my ability and to truly live out my dreams so far. I love you guys more than you know, and just thank you so much. Throughout these past 4 years, what I realized most is that school is truly the microcosm of the complicated, ever-changing world that we are set to enter after we leave the boundaries of Marshfield and begin the next stages of our lives. In every one of our high school experiences, we have learned lessons that we will apply later in our lives, whether we know it now or not. When I sat down to write this speech and reflecting on my own 4 years here, there have been some defining moments that I would like to share with you all, in hopes that through my stories, each and every one of you hear the messages that I hope you carry with you as you venture forth. Freshman year, I entered this school with a promise to myself that I would devote all my efforts to academics to set up my future. And I stuck to this promise my freshman year, spending my free time doing homework rather than participating in social events, and failing to realize that high school may be characterized by grades, but a high school experience is not. I was missing this integral facet of high school life, as there was no one I could text on a Friday night and see if he was around. I vowed to change this. That summer, I set out on my mission and met two of my best friends who graciously brought me into their friend group. I reluctantly joined winter track despite dreading the running aspect, and what I found was one of the most comical and unified group of guys I've ever met, who ironically hated running as much as I did. What I've learned through my growth is that life revolves around people and relationships. Grades are great, but they cannot replicate the unique bond of a friendship or the reassurance that there are people that have your back no matter what. So appreciate those around you, create strong bonds with others, and know that the love, laughter, fun, and unforgettable moments attached to these relationships are what you are always going to remember, not that math test you didn't do that well on. Another of these eye-opening moments occurred one day last year when I was driving in the car with my dad. I was frustrated after a span of a few bad baseball games, and my dad could tell I was upset. What he said to me truly changed how I have lived every day of my life since. He reminded me that when we are old and looking back on our lives, we don't want to regret anything. Many people joke about no regrets, but when you take a moment to truly digest it, there's a lot being said in those two words. We only live in the present once, and as fast as it comes, it is gone. We let too many outside opinions sway our thinking and behavior, and one day we might look back and wish we had done something different. If you have a passion, pursue it. Don't let anyone hold you back, because if you do, you will regret it. If we can live our lives with this thought in the back of our minds, I guarantee that we will feel more enriched and fulfilled, and that one day when we are sitting back and remembering these days, we won't be able to hold back a smile. Another of these defining moments occurred when I went on the school trip to Costa Rica. As we immersed ourselves in the wilderness on one of the first days, we took a moment of silence to take in our natural surrounding with all our senses. We could hear the moving of water, the chirping of birds, the movement of small animals as the boat drifted down the river. In this moment, I realized the importance of living my life in the present, as I realized my urge to photograph all that I saw was interfering with my ability to truly experience what I was seeing and doing. At this moment, the words of my mom took a new meaning, as she had always said that experiences, not materialistic entities, are what enriches one's life. And it is the places you see, the people you meet, the cultures you immerse yourself in, and the moments that take your breath away that have the greatest impact. It is about taking an active role in these experiences and appreciating the moment, and maybe grabbing a few pictures later. I'll never forget ziplining through the Costa Rican canopy with my arms spread, the wind rushing by me, and being able to see what seemed like the ends of the earth. As you go forth on new adventures in new cities and areas, as some study abroad and others do the traveling they've always dreamed of, remember, live it first, document it later, and appreciate the journey along the way. The last moment that I would like to share is one that happened to me this year, and it was when I met my new little friend, Danny Sheehan. For those of you who are unaware, Danny, a young boy in town, suffers from brain cancer. Earlier this year in November, I sang at a Celtics game, and I wanted to use this game to provide someone else with the unique experience that I have been blessed to have when singing. And upon learning about Danny through Facebook, I knew he was the one. On the day of the game, he accompanied me onto the parquet, and I watched his eyes light up as he walked out onto the court for the first time, just like mine had once upon a time. Since then, I have had the opportunity to spend time with him and his family, and I've truly gained another little brother. He was even named the honorary captain of our high school baseball team. The one thing I can say about Danny, however, is how inspiring he is. He astonishes everyone he meets with his positive attitude, constant jokes, and persistent energy. Danny has taught me that despite occasional barriers, there's always the brighter side to life. A positive attitude makes all the difference, and hope and love can get you through anything. Danny has shown me that fretting over insignificant things like the number of likes on an Instagram post or a grade on an English essay is not worth it. But enjoying every day we are blessed to have on this earth with a smile as bright as Danny's is what our life mission should be. It's as simple as that. Danny has taught me that a simple smile can change anything for you and those around you. Each and every person sitting in front of me has had different struggles and memorable moments during high school, and that is what makes our class so unique. Many of you ended your school day and started your work day, or had to face the struggle of losing a loved one over the course of these years. Sometimes our lives demanded our attention and school had to come second, yet somehow we all stayed dedicated to our work, which has allowed us to be sitting here today. We have accomplished so much in our 4 years. As Dom mentioned, our student council has been recognized nationally as a gold council. We've competed internationally at DECA. We've been to the Garden. We've won the ACL on the court and the field. We've been nominated for Best Musical. We've created a math team. Shout out to my math guys. And we've done so much, but most importantly, we've left this high school a better place than when we entered, creating unforgettable memories on the way. I'd like to close with this idea. We were put on this earth to make an impact. There are so many of us with aspirations of having an impact bigger than ourselves and changing the world around us for the better, and I think that we are truly the group that can do it. What Danny Sheehan has also shown me, aside from how to smile more, is that change does not always need to be widespread. If each of us focus on changing one person's, one family's, one community's lives in a positive way, the world is going to be a much better place very quickly. Making someone's day, helping someone out, listening to others, being there for someone, these simple deeds can change a person's life. So I challenge each of you to seek a moment in the future that takes your breath away, floods you with fulfillment, and gives you such immense happiness that you can never forget that feeling if you tried. Congratulations everyone, and I can't wait to see what the future brings.